it all goes kind of slightly mythological and blurry because I was. So a lot of friends then wrote the rest of the story that we put together into a documentary.
Platinum Weird's the most famous band that no one's ever heard of, really, I suppose, if that makes any kind of sense.
I remember Platinum Weird. I think it used to play in the house when I was growing up.
I found a vintage t-shirt that said Platinum Weird on it.
The early 70s, you know, coming out of like post-psychedelia, there was a kind of grey area before punk in Britain, you know, and I'd got signed by Elton John's Rocket Records.
I knew Dave about that time, and I thought he was really talented. Odd, but talented.
It all goes kind of slightly mythological and blurry because I was. So a lot of friends then wrote the rest of the story that we put together into a documentary. Throughout the documentary, there's this thread, you know, about my life and me sort of going on a downward spiral and then coming back out of it. But all the way through, there's this thread about this kind of melancholy music, which you see in Erin Grace and then you see in us performing. And there's also a hinting at certain periods of music. The two of us met actually through Jimmy Ivey.
I've written for people from, you know, Celine Dion to Gwen Stefani, Christina Aguilera, Kelly Clarkson.
Cara arrived about 24 hours later.
In green and white, like
Stripe.
soccer stripe pants, and complete jet lag, so exhausted.
And straight in the studio with sort of like hair sideways and grabbed the mic and started like
I just walked in, grabbed the mic,
and
just
within
began our journey.
within minutes, we started writing a song.
I just loved what we were doing, and it felt so organic that it was hard not to do it. We had a sound, we liked each other, and it was sort of the last frontier for me in terms of something I'd never done. And I had a great partner, somebody who supported me, somebody who opened this world up to me when I wasn't unsure about things. And, you know, he's a seasoned artist. He's been doing it for many, many years, and he's been amazing. So who better to do it with than someone that's great? But regardless of the mythology, what we hope people bring away, or at least will get to with our record, is that there's content on it and that they'll relate to the record. It's not so much about the backstory.
Yahoo!